Bom dia, gente. This is Frederick from Portugal. Portugal has a lot of food pride. It has a really rich kitchen, seafood, wine, meat, and one of the areas that you definitely should experience when you are in Portugal or living in Portugal is the cheese. It has a rich cheese diversity, not just on continental Portugal, but also on the islands. Today, I will make a cheese tasting here in Porto at the Queijo da Praça, close to the Marques. I will meet Diana Guedes, who is the owner, and we will taste 6 cheese together. So let's go and let's do the tasting. So we're here at the Queijo da Praça. I'm here with Diana Guedes, who is the owner of the cheese store. And we will taste 6 cheeses that she selected, Portuguese cheeses. We're drinking red wine. Is that the most recommended or more typical way? I mean, for me, it's more appealing, but people also prefer white wine.
So let's start again with tradition. Okay. The tradition in Portugal, in a lot of countries, says that you must drink red wine with cheese. Okay. I'm not really fan of that fact, and there's a reason. The red wines has always tannins, so the tannin can be a problem when you are making a pairing with something.
Okay.
So the tannin is going to feel over here, and if you have a softer cheese, he can overpower the cheese.
Okay.
And the idea is always to make a good marriage. When you put the both in your mouth, a little bit of cheese and a little bit of wine, they marriage. And it's perfect.
Okay,
the feeling needs to be really good. And with the white wine, sometimes with the red wine, sometimes we have that problem because of the tannin, because it's more strong, it's more intense. The types of grape that are used in Portugal are more tanninic. So you're going to be over here, you're going to feel more the body of the wine.
Okay.
That doesn't happen with the whites. So you have more fresh, more mineral, and acidity that can help you to clean the palate with the cheeses. Of course, that there's always different cheeses and different experiences, and one cheese in particular can be better with white than with red, or different.
Or what the people like.
But for example, when we are talking about red wines, I always prefer one type of grape only. Don't mix a lot of grapes.
Which is?
For example, in this case, we are with the Pinot Noir from Lisbon. Okay, it's not a typical grape in Portugal, but we are making a very good Pinot Noir at this moment. In the Lisbon area, Douro area already have some. But we have Alfrocheiro, for example. It's a type of grape that it's from down, and it's also really, really good with cheeses. And for example, Tinta Barroca in Douro. It's more soft, more fresh, and can balance with almost all the cheeses. Of course, if you're going to cheeses more intense, you're going to need a little bit more body in your wine to guarantee the balance of both. So,
perfect. Which cheese should we start?
Okay, we are going to start with this one over here. It's a very traditional Portuguese cheese.
Okay.
It's a cheese from the region of Fundão, near Serra da Estrela. It's a raw goat milk matured for 45 days.
Okay.
This cheese, it's the typical Portuguese goat milk cheese. More young, more fresh. At the end, you're going to feel a little bit of acidity, typical of the goat milk cheeses more young.
Okay.
It's very fresh, but has character too.
Okay, let's go. What a lot of clients ask, how do you eat cheese in a proper manner, because they would like to fit in, maybe don't want to be identified right away as expats or tourists. Typical cheese like this is eaten
Okay.
With bread or with manteiga or with
We
compota
can,
or
we can eat cheese wherever we like, wherever we prefer. If we're going to France, sometimes they're going to tell you that put butter in your cheese. That it's not usual in Portugal. Okay? So here we are as simple as possible. You made your cheese by itself, and you can feel all its flavor. You can add a little bit of jam to give him some extra flavor, or dry fruits, or even natural fruits. For example, the grapes, the red fruits, the apples are really nice to pair with cheeses, going to clean your palate really well. And the idea of the complements of the cheese when you are making a cheese tasting, it's to clean your palate between cheeses.
Okay.
So you can do that with wine, with tea, with water, or with the other complements.
The second cheese you would recommend?
Yes, the second cheese I would recommend, it's this one over here. It's a PDO cheese, protected denomination of origin. It's the Amarelo, the Beira Baixa, okay? It's a mixture milk cheese, raw sheep and goat, matured for 45 days.
Okay.
For me, it's the cheese that you can find more mixture milk cheeses from north until south, but this one, it's very characteristic. Here you're going to find the sweetness of the sheep milk at the beginning, and at the end the goat milk, it's going to balance all the flavor of the cheese. So for me, it's one of the cheeses that represent the authenticity of the tradition in Portugal.
Okay.
You can take this for you. So as I told you, this cheese has a semi-soft paste. If you touch it, it's not too hard nor too creamy. Okay, it's 45 days matured, and it's mixture milk. So you can feel the difference of the milks during the time the cheese it's in your mouth.
It's very good.
So more soft and more sweet at the beginning, and at the end more spicy.
Yeah. I read that hard cheeses have less lactose.
Yes, it's true.
Okay, so if you really, some people have problems, or with age they get a little bit more intolerant, so it's recommended to eat more harder cheeses.
More harder cheeses, yes, it's true. So in Portugal, we usually have cheeses more young. Okay, here we are with two cheeses with 45 days. Serra da Estrela, it's more or less like this, 40 days maturation. But we also have more aged cheeses. And the lactose, it's going to be gone during the maturation of the cheese.
Okay.
If you have a cheese, some people say with 6 months, you already don't have any lactose in the cheese. I'm not so restricted to that time. I always recommend to try cheeses more matured, go to a cheese with more than 10, 12, 20 months and try it. If you are good with that, you can try to always less maturation, but don't go to cheeses like fresh cheese.
But I think it's good to know that people can also eat if they're a little bit intolerant, but the fresh ones will definitely cause you problems.
It's true.
Okay.
Another different cheese now?
Exactly. Now our third cheese. Maybe one that I can do with
jam?
Exactly.
Okay, I would recommend you to try the jam with the next one. Not with this one, because this is a new age cheese. It's this one over here. It's like a recipe of a French cheese, very known, Tomme Savoie. But this is from goat milk. It's Tomme of goat, but produced in Portugal.
Okay.
It's a young family. They are in the business of production of cheese for not so long, but they have a very big evolution in the last 3 or 4 years. They went outside, they went to look how to do it the best way. They look for people that could explain them the chemical part of the production of the cheese. And now they are doing wonderful cheeses. And for me, it's the new age cheese, the cheese that it's not traditional in Portugal, but starts to appear. So this is a Tomme produced in Cartacho. It's raw goat milk, natural fermentation, and natural rind too. So the rind is covered in mold, is 3 months, and
can I eat the outer part? Yes.
Yes, you can eat everything.
But it's not too strong, I think.
No, it's not too strong. It's very balanced, and for me, it's like a very good sensation to see that there are people trying to make different things in Portugal. We are not stuck to the same old cheeses from ever. We are trying to make different things like we made in wine, for example. In wine, in the last few years, we have a bigger evolution. The cheeses, we are getting a little bit more slower, but we are getting there.
So, number 4.
This one over here.
Okay.
Old, traditional too. Okay. This rind, it's not eatable. I left it here so you can see that it's different. It's a raw sheep milk, 6 months matured, and rind washed with paprika. So it's that cheese that everyone had at home. So that cheese that it's more hard, you wash it with paprika. You're going to give him an extra flavor, even if you don't eat the rind.
Okay.
When you're going to try the cheese, you're going to feel the spiciness of the paprika in the paste of the cheese.
Okay, no, I hope I can feel the paprika.
Yes, you're going to feel for sure.
But it's a bit more
strong.
Strong, exactly.
Yeah, more strong, much more strong. Yeah, than the others that you tried.
No, the first ones I think you can eat a lot. The other one I wouldn't eat.
Yeah, I understand.
Without some.
Here you need jam, a good wine, a little bit of bread, some fruit.
But it's very tasty. But you need some
complement to balance. Yeah, here it's a jam, it's a nice option. Yeah. So you can balance the full flavor of the cheese, for example.
Okay, very nice. But this is 6 months. How do they know it's
ready?
Ready.
Okay. They can put this cheese in market with 4 months or 2 months, for example. It's not a PDO. Okay. So this cheese in particular, this producer can take it for sale with 4 months, for example, or with 6, or with 12 months. I already tried it with 4 months and with 6, and I really enjoy more with 6 months. A little bit more dry, a little bit more salty, a little bit more spicy. And for me, it's the perfect maturation for this cheese. Of course.
Or you can really, with jam, it's a huge difference.
Yeah, and if you drink a little bit of wine, you're going to have an explosion in your mouth because of the intensity, of the power of the saltiness and the balance of the Pinot. It's going to balance a little bit the intensity of the cheese. And now we're going to enter in the really hard cheeses.
Okay, very good.
Okay, we are going to pass for Azores over here. Okay, and here we have São Miguel. São Miguel, it's a cheese that it's a little bit more industrial, but they have a special edition, a special maturation for special shop. You can find São Miguel with 9 months. Okay, if you try it already and you try this one, you're going to see that it's not the same cheese because this one it's 18 months, special mature for 18 months. Okay, so for me this cheese has the best of the two worlds. Okay, so you're going to have a creamy cheese at the beginning that it's going to change completely in our mouth, and it's going to be salty and spicy. And why is that? We are talking a volcanic island with breeze, influence of the breeze, the soil, the sea, and you have all that characteristics in your cheese. I'm not a good person to talk about this cheese in particular because it's one of my favorites in cow's milk from Portugal.
Yeah? Okay.
Yes, of course.
If it also has a dialect, the cheese. Wow, very good. Yeah.
So here you find a lot of power at the end.
Yeah, it's even more powerful than the other one.
The other one, of course. More saltiness,
More salt, exactly.
more intensity, more spiciness. You already find some crystals from the tyrosine, that it's an amino acid that it's going to change with the maturation. You already find these crystals in this cheese. So when you make a selection of cheeses, you can always put one cheese more intense.
Yeah.
Okay, it's perfect because you can always clean your palate with all the complements and have a cheese more strong. If it's your type of cheese, it's perfect. But we're going to try one more intense than this.
Okay, more intense. Okay, then let me
drink a little bit, of course. We are going to finish with the cheese from São Jorge.
Okay.
Here, this one. It's raw cow's milk, matured for more than 40 months. So in here, you're going to feel the kick, the punch from the beginning until the end.
Yeah, my mouth was still a little bit
Yes.
fighting the other cheese. No,
I imagine.
Yeah.
I imagine. We don't go so far in maturation in cheeses, but now we are trying to make different things. So, for example, the São Jorge period cheese you can find in supermarkets in general with 3, 4, 7, 12, 24 months. But from some years until now, they are making some changing. They are trying to making something different. For example, we had the World Cheese Awards in Portugal, in Viseu, and they launched a special edition of 40 months. So I think I can guarantee for almost 100% sure that are the most aged Portuguese cheeses made until now.
Okay.
40 months. Yeah, it's more or less like this.
Okay. Wow. I mean, the last one. I mean, I even think the fifth one was a little bit more intense, but it could be that it took away also the impact of the sixth one. But they were all very good. I think the Sierra da Estrela is called the king of the cheese.
Yes, in Portugal.
What do you think is the cheese that is, from your point, the best cheese and really a must? Do you think if you're a cheese lover, you're coming to Portugal, or the top 3 cheeses, where you think if you haven't tried this, you haven't tried Portugal?
Yeah, of course. If I would say, of course, Serra da Estrela, it's a typical Serra da Estrela or azeitão, because it's a little bit smaller and a little bit more intense than Serra da Estrela, okay? A mixture milk cheese and a cheese from Azores.
Okay. Thank you very much for the
much.
tasting. If you have a chance, if you're in Porto, please pass by. The wine is already kicking in. Queijo da Praça in Marques. We will also put the link below. Please pass by. And don't forget, stop surviving, start living. See you in Portugal.